So, of course, Arsenal did lose 1-0 to Liverpool at Anfield over the weekend. Very, very disappointing result. Very frustrating result. Very frustrating performance in terms of the way how I thought Arteta approached the game and how he did. How I think he should have been a bit more braver in the sense of, it's all well and good defending really well. And we know we've got a fantastic defense, but just going forward, we wasn't there. There's no creativity in the starting lineup, especially in that midfield as well. And ultimately, guys, I feel like Liverpool were there for the taking. In the recent games that they played, the defense have been a bit shaky. I think we could have got at them a lot more than we did. And that's why coming out of it feeling very disappointed. And of course, a phenomenal free kick from Dominic Soboslai. Unbelievable goal that was. But I think overall, if you look into it as well, I mean, they was pushing for the goal, especially in that second half, and they got it. That 1 minute of brilliance, and they will win the game. But, you know, I looked at it this way, like performance very frustrating. I'm very annoyed that, we had to go Anfield. I feel like Arteta went there to not lose. He set up not to lose when we should have gone there with the aim to go and win the game and actually go and win the game for the first time because we ain't won at Anfield since 2012. Imagine the statement it would have set if we would have gone there and beat them at Anfield. So that was a big thing for me. I think he went there to set up not to lose, sort of thing, where you can't really do that. You got to go there to win. And if you want to play like that, and we win, then fair enough. But we didn't do that. We ended up losing, and not getting anything out of the game. So yeah, those are definitely like the negatives away. However, there were a few positives I wanted to take out of it, and one in particular I want to highlight today is Cristián Mosquera, Arsenal's new signing for Valencia, the young promising centre back who obviously came on for William Saliba. Another negative there, guys. Saliba came off injured. He got injured in the warm up, ankle injury, yet he still played. Make it make sense. Again, I look at the manager Arteta in this situation. Why on earth would you play Saliba if he got injured in the warm up? And then you waited 3 minutes and then you bring on Mosquera. You should have started Mosquera from the beginning, people. Like, I know Saliba's a key player to Arsenal when he's Saliba, but at the end of the day, you got injured in the warm up. Like, as a manager, Arteta, you need to make that decision. You can't let, oh, I'm fine. Saliba, yeah, I'm fine. Like, no, you're the manager. If you got injured in the warm up, got his ankle injured in the warm up and messed up, why are you playing the guy? And then he lasted 3 minutes, 4 minutes, didn't he? But anyway, that's a negative there with obviously Saliba getting injured. However, the positive was Mosquera. I think he really stepped in. Coming to Anfield as well. It's not an easy place to go to, how is it, people? And to step in like that, um, one of he's not played quite. He's not started the game yet for us, has he? So yeah, he pretty much played the full game, didn't he? We're going to highlight his performance today, and how I feel going ahead to the future, going ahead for this season as well. This guy not only can replace Saliba for the time being since he's injured, but also can push his way into the team because I think this guy can end up being he could play right back as well, can't he? So we could see him a few times there. So really like the look of Mosquera. We're gonna watch his performance right here. We're gonna pause it here and there, talk I can't get my words out, just to discuss some things, highlights of his game, etc. Leave your thoughts down below on what you made of Mosquera as well. Without further ado, let's get into it. So technically gifted striker. He's a very silky striker. I think he proved that in the cup in the first couple of games as well. But I thought Mosquera dealt with him reasonably well. Used a bit of physicality against him. And yeah, I think you saw a few times there. He's reading the game. Was in terms of reading that interception. I think was brilliant. I don't think he had too many issues against Ekatike. But we'll keep playing it. Here again, takes a good touch out of his feet. Could he have passed it there, like maybe to Jurriën Timber? This is like, and I understood how he was playing because it's Anfield. He's playing it safe, sort of thing. But progress the ball forward in terms of going on the run, for example, or making that sort of riskier pass, that forward pass. But understood it. We're 30 minutes into the game. It's 0-0. It's Anfield. You don't want to sort of pressure him making a mistake. In these situations, he's definitely going to learn on it. And he's a young player as well, isn't it? But I think he's playing it safe. But one thing I wanted to quickly highlight as well is obviously playing out from the back, which I noticed, and you'll see it as the clip goes along. Playing out from the back with this guy, he's so composed. He's so calm on the ball. It's exactly like a Saliba type player. It's exactly like a Gabriel type player where you see how both of them are so composed, so calm on the ball, playing out even under pressure as well. They're even under pressure. They're so cool, calm, sort of collective, which obviously is how Arteta wants his defenders to play, how he play out from the back as well. You saw it in multiple times against Liverpool. We really want to do everything we can to play out from the back. And there's no sign of Mosquera really panicking on the ball, was there, guys? He looked very, very calm. You know, technical, technically gifted. He was really good in terms of, he didn't look like he was gonna even when he was under pressure, he dealt with it really reasonably well, didn't he? So that's one thing I think. Hence why we signed him. Because he could play out from the back really well. Like a Saliba and Gabriel. Here he is again. Again, look, showing that he can get the ball again, nice and composed, driving with it as well. Like I think that's what we're gonna see a lot more. Want to run onto it. Yeah, again, that's again good forward pass there, good forward thinking. Again, up against Ekatike. Majority of the game, him against Ekatike. Ekatike didn't really do that much against Mosquera, really. If you look into the game, people, I feel like again he used his strengths as well up against Ekatike. Ekatike is quite technically gifted. He wants to ball at his feet. He's very, very sort of skillful when he gets the ball. Like he's under pressure a bit here. Deals with it. And yeah, I liked it. Like he kept it simple as well. Aerially, first bit of a few people were saying when they was watching him in La Liga that aerially he wasn't that great in terms of like his heading ability, whether that's defensively or even offensively, right? In the air is not that great, but I don't think he's had any problems with that so far at Arsenal, has he? And a few clips proved it there. Again, just playing out from the back. Again, aerially again. Yeah, and there we have it, people. Simple as that. Now people would be watching and would feel like, oh, what he actually there is. I'm feeling, and I'm sure us fans as well, we're feeling very confident. Does in a sense, as I said, like you watched him there. I think, yeah, he kept it safe. Yeah, he kept it simple. But he's gonna improve on that. He's gonna improve to, his task was Saliba's injured. We're at Anfield. Come on, keep it compact, keep it solid. Exactly what he did. Ekatike didn't give him a run for his money whatsoever. He kept Ekatike at bay. When he got the ball, he kept it simple. Was, you know, he performed, as I said, defensively didn't have a problem. Aerially didn't have a problem. Okay, maybe he could have, in terms of a few, but I really was really impressed. Sort of one thing to say, I mean, the result was really poor. The performance I don't think was good as well in terms of offensively and how the tactics and the game management from Arteta. I don't think was good enough. I think it was on Arteta personally, the game. But some positives to take out of it definitely was Cristián Mosquera, and I'm really excited to see, more of this guy and what he's got to bring, sort of for the rest of the season as well. So, yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on Mosquera down below. Thanks for when you watched the video today. Hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. If you want me to make more of these, then do let me know. Greatly appreciated, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.